Now, if you're playing Oblivion Remaster and you think to yourself that there are things that you would like to see done a little bit different in your play session, friends, we are going to be going over some mods that I think everyone out there in Tamriel should be using. At least for me, these are some big quality of life fixes, and it makes it to where I am enjoying my time in Oblivion Remastered so much more than I would in base vanilla game. Y'all sit back, relax, and let's talk about these mods. And now if you're wondering what mod manager we're going to be using to handle our load order and installing these mods, I am going to be using the Vortex Mod Manager from Nexus Mods. Now, kicking off, we are going to need the Oblivion Remastered script extender, and this is one that everyone who's modded Bethesda games or anything in the past is very used to using, because this is going to allow a lot of these mods to work. And now look, I know it's early days for the modding scene on Oblivion Remastered, but I'm so happy to see all of these mods starting to come out to make everyone's day a little bit better in Tamriel. And now if you've been experiencing any stutters or anything like that, there is an engine tweak that you can download, and this is one that a lot of players are enjoying to utilize because it is called the Ultimate Engine Tweak. And personally for me, on my setup, it's not really done a lot for me. I actually lost a few FPS, but I have not noticed any kind of degradation to the image or anything like that. But a lot of people in my community are saying this is helping them out with the stuttering and gaining a lot of frames. So if you are stuttering or anything like that, make sure that you download this down in the description below. And now if you've played any Bethesda game in the past, you know you're going to have to utilize the console command at some point throughout your playthrough, and this is why I suggest the Baka achievement enabler, because as soon as you open up the console command, it turns off your achievements. So if you are looking to get all of the achievements that your heart desires, make sure to utilize this just in case you need to use that console command. And now if you're missing the classic look to Oblivion while you're playing Oblivion Remastered, might I suggest classic graphics by the Hybrid. This was suggested to me on a live stream by Stiggy, and yes friends, this is one that I am going to continue to utilize because the looks of this game now absolutely do favor the classic Oblivion look, and I don't know what it is, but everything just pops a little bit more, but it's not oversaturated, and there is no need to use reshade. And now personally for me, I am one that is playing Oblivion Remastered on Adept difficulty because I do not want to go to the Expert difficulty with everything that it has there. But if you're one that has put it to the Expert difficulty and you'd like to have a little bit more customization like you used to have with Oblivion, there is a mod called Difficulty Slider Fixed where it will utilize a bit of change to the way Bethesda has the difficulty set up for the slider in Oblivion Remastered. And now the community let me know about this one as well, the less ugly black info boxes. And what this does is as you're hovering over a body or a box, it takes that black box away and makes it transparent. And I definitely like the look of this mod so much more than what Bethesda has in Oblivion Remastered. Now, it is 2025, and something that I think every video game should be coming with is a photo mode. But Oblivion Remastered does not have a photo mode in it, but there is a simple photo mode that you can download and utilize. But yes, you cannot take high-definition photos inside of this. You will still need a third-party app like Print Screen, or even if you're playing this on Steam, pressing F12. If you're thinking that horse travel is a little too slow for you, there is a mod called Simple Faster Horses that will take your trip from point A to point B and make it a little bit quicker. And I think we've all seen those videos on social media talking about how to get the best weapons early game so you have an advantage. But the thing is that those items are tied to your level, but there is a mod called Auto Upgrade Leveled Items that will take the level of the item that you got it at, say at level 5, and say there's an increase at level 10. It will auto upgrade that level so you're doing more damage with that item. So now you're not kneecapping yourself by getting that unique rare item super early in your game. But now I don't know if you're like me and have a hard time finding the weapon that the enemy was using while fighting them, but with the mod enemy's weapons stay on corpse, you are not going to have this problem anymore. So looking around for that dagger is not going to take you a couple of minutes. The weapons that the enemies used are going to stay on that person's corpse. And now in this game, a lot of users are having a problem with how the navigation inside of menus are, and there is a mod, if you are experiencing that, called Better Inputs, E or F to loot and more, and this gives you two options, whether you use E to loot or F to loot, and gives you a lot of change to your variations that you can navigate through menus and makes it a lot easier. Personally for me, I haven't had that problem as of yet, but I definitely wanted to put it in here for you. And now I think we've all experienced an NPC walking leisurely to their next point in the quest, and this mod, Quest NPCs Run, is one that I definitely suggest that you utilize in your time, because this mod is going to save you a lot of time. Personally for me, I hate when NPCs are like, follow me, and then they just walk and walk and walk. But yes, with this one, they are definitely running about Tamriel, and it makes it so much better. And now as you level up in Oblivion Remastered, there are things that may disappear, like creatures and items through spawning around the world as you get higher and higher in level, but with leveled creature and item diversity mod, this will no longer be a problem for you. And now if you love to be a loot goblin in any video game that you play, there is a mod that you're definitely going to be looking for, like I did. It's one of the first ones that I installed for my play in Oblivion Remastered, and it's called Weightless, Alchemy, and Misc items. This, my friends, is so great because armor and weapons still have a weight component to them. Not arrows or anything like that, but it means that you still have to have strength. It's not like saying everything weighs 0, but it just makes it where you can be a loot goblin and pick up things to your heart's content. And now maybe you're also a person that doesn't like to have to repair your items and you just want to utilize the same items as much as humanly possible. The Configurable Item Degradation mod is one that you should definitely look into using. Now, once you've gotten a horse in Oblivion Remastered, you may think to yourself, wait, there's no horse whistle or anything like this, and I'm used to there being a horse whistle with other games that I've played. Well, there is a mod for that, friends. It's called Horse Whistle, and this gives you a spell that will allow you to summon your horse and get your horse to follow you. And now if you're tired of casting Starlight over and over again in dark areas, there is a mod called Toggle Spells that you can utilize in your playthrough, so you can cast Starlight one time and it will just stay on, and once you're ready to have it gone, you can cast it again and then it will toggle it off. And now closing out the mods that I wanted to talk about in this video is one that made me laugh on stream, and I definitely would keep this in my playthrough if I wasn't live streaming and creating content, but the name of the mod is exactly what you think it is. Donkey! Yes, it's Donkey from Shrek, and I don't know why, but it's so funny and it's so goofy, and I cannot wait to see what modders come up with next. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day to check this video out, and if there's any mods that you'd like us to check out, make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much to the channel members for the continued support. Y'all have a great and wonderful day out there in Tamriel. Peace. Love ya.